The gasket fell. La junta se fue a ajuste, my friend. Carburador, mira. Le puse este. Pero el liqueo yo creo que es por aquí también. La junta voló en canto, my friend. Yo tengo una junta ahí, mira la junta aquí. La voy a sacar de este, mira. Eso que está aquí. La voy a sacar de aquí. Le voy a poner esa junta. A ver cómo brega ya. Y ese Intec, que es un poquito más grande, voy a ver cómo funciona ya también, a ver si ese brega mejor que el que tenía puesto. Fastest on the planet Earth. After and before E.R.T. For you guys who don't know. Still here in the wall. The fastest motorized bicycle on the planet Earth. Stock frame from Walmart. Aluminum rims from eBay. 32 sprocket. They come in the kit. Unknown sort where we find that sprocket, but we find the sprocket is 75 tips. In the back, for those who don't know, we got the small ones. And then you got some good pedals, some good legs, good carburetor. At the time that when we did 58 in this bicycle, we was having a different carburetor. You cannot make 58 miles with this carburetor. It don't gonna happen. You're gonna top out maybe 50, maybe 51, maybe you lucky. But you're not making more than 50 you having this carburetor on. That's for the guys who was wondering where we was, it was here. Aluminum cylinder head, red wire, 49 millimeters right now at the time. You know, just a stock just to ride around. We'll get bread and stuff like that when we want. These brakes. But this is not the what we're here for. For those guys who was wonder how we did 58, we use this carburetor. It's a 21 millimeter. We jet we made some adjustments in the main jet and on the pilot jet. We use a 21. We make our own intake ourselves. We did that ourselves. You don't buy this in the store or eBay or Amazon. We make it here at home. All right. You know, just the tip, just the tip. Uh, for this carburetor to work right, you need to have these on. So it's just not here, just covering around. You know, this is how we did. We just don't make numbers random like that. This is the carburetor we use to make 58 miles an hour. 58, 5, 8. All right. See, when you see your carburetor and this line don't look like this, when you take it out, that means your carburetor is not getting used the right way. That means you're playing around with your carburetor and you do different items on it. You're not doing it right. It's a hole in here. For those guys who don't know, that you have to make a little bit bigger. How you do that? You're gonna ask me. It's gonna be like E.R.T. How you can make some holes in the small holes. You need to buy items like this. See? Those are tiny, 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 tiny drill bits. And this carburetor, believe it or not, you have to make it smaller inside. The jet has to be small, not big. They come with 140 main, and they go with, I don't know, I think it was a 95 pilot. We use different numbers than that, and it's below hundreds to make this carburetor work in a motorized bicycle. Because if you think about it, this carburetor should not work on a two-cycle engine because this is for a gasoline engine, my friend. It's not for a two-cycle, my friend. Two-cycle use a little bit. The less gasoline, the better. But, we let you guys do your homework and just see. All right? So that's what we use to make 58 miles an hour. We use an intake in here. This one we use on here. We use a G2 reed with no reed inside. No reed. You don't need the reed to go fast. You're gonna be faster if you want to, but you don't have to do that because you don't need so much gasoline inside the engine. You need the less gasoline, the better. How you figure that out, E.R.T? How you figure that out? You tell me. Can you tell me, please? Well, I can tell you. When you're using your two-cycle trimmer, you can tell that when you finish the gasoline at the end, at the last drops of the carburetor, the engine gonna rev up really, really high because it got less gasoline. It mixed the gasoline very, very good. Very, very nice. The less, the better. Look, the less. When you show me a carburetor that line is like this, it's like that. It should look like this, like the reserve. See, no problem in the reserve. Little bit only, a little bit. See, I mean, this thing was tuned to the. This one over here, you go all the way in. You take it out 1.5, and you start from there. You start doing your magic from there. It's a lot of work, but you need to listen to the masters. Dave is master on these carburetors. Dave is the master on these carburetors. Check and go back to them. Stop wasting your time. You want to go fast? Listen to the fastest. Back to the bicycle, my friend. La bicicleta va así. Ahorita le ponemos la junta. Chequeamos a ver si podemos montar el carburador. Ya le pusimos ese. Ya lo cambiamos. Hay que cambiar la junta. Ponerle la junta que mira cómo estaba. Estaba grave, grave, grave. Pero tú sabes que tú viniste a E.R.T, que E.R.T nosotros lo hacemos que pase de una vez, ¿ok? Para los que nos siguen de allá afuera, que está frío, aquí en PR, mira cómo está. Eso es Puerto Rico, aquí está calientito. El área está buena para acá, mira. Ah, parece que va a llover en este lado acá. Pero mira, en este lado el sol está candente. Pero seguimos aquí en lo que estaban haciendo, corillo. El carburador se monta ya mismo, como te dije ahorita, ya mismo te termina esa vuelta. Y con el favor de Dios, esa bicicleta está terminada y está lista para ir a la novilla. ¿Ok? Los que están almorzando, buen provecho. Los que están cenando, buen provecho también. Los que están desayunando, buen provecho también. Nos veremos por ahí en otra. Y ya vendrá un videito por ahí. A los que comentaron, a los que llegaron y escucharon a E.R.T, muchas gracias. Gracias por no comentar en los comments. Buenas tardes.